Now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Ask Fred Lam live show, episode 004. And today I'm very excited to actually host this show to talk about one of the most important, I would say, a platform, a website, a advertising network that is in the internet age right now, which is Facebook. Now, let me be honest with you. I love Facebook. Now, I don't love Facebook only to give me the ability to see what is happening around the world, what's going on with my friends. One of the most important things that I love about Facebook is really their ability to use advertising to target people that you would have imagined. So in the upcoming show today, I'm going to talk more about Facebook ads. And to be more generic, it's going to be Facebook. And to be more specific, I'm going to talk about the 5 ways where you can actually use Facebook to actually generate an income online. So with that being said, put a 1 in the question box if you guys are excited to hear how you can actually generate profits from Facebook without even just going after the e-commerce route. Like, I'm literally going to tell you guys the 5 steps, the 5 ways that you can actually start using and start really getting the knowledge and understanding with all that. All right, I got a lot of 1s coming in, like pouring in right now. And we obviously still have a lot of people piling on right now. So with that, they can actually skip the part and watch the replay of this video. So with that, when it comes to Facebook, let me give you guys a background about when I started with Facebook. So Facebook advertising really started when I was running my agency business. And I still remember till this date that back then, Facebook ads were very, very, very small. They were like on the sidebar, and there were like 4 to 5 ads that has a very small image and text on it. Back then, it was very hard to actually make Facebook ad work because it's not a profound system or a mature system for many advertisers to actually start advertising on there. Now, when Facebook first released this, I obviously went ahead because I love advertising, and to be more specific, online advertising. I started testing it for one of my e-commerce store, and it did really well. It honestly did really, really well. And the cost per click were way lower than what we are actually paying right now. But back then, because Facebook ad was new and is still trying to mature itself, I still remember me running Facebook ads for BMW back then. And the results that I was getting was really, really great. But suddenly, I actually received an email from the owner of the entire dealership group. And in there, the subject line basically said, GM removing all Facebook ads. And I was like, that's very interesting. So I actually opened up the email and I discovered that General Motors, quote unquote, did a test on Facebook, spending a lot of money, and they were not actually getting results at all. And they were basically having a big article saying that they're no longer advertising on Facebook, and they're encouraging basically car dealers not to advertise on Facebook because it doesn't work. But listen, that is actually around 5 to 6 years ago. If we look at today, Facebook right now is going to be, and I should say potentially going to be, the #1 advertising network right now in the internet. It used to be Google. Google owns a big property, and they still own a lot of property till the state, like the search traffic and the Google display banner. But Facebook built something that is very unique, where not a lot of people can actually replicate it, which is their targeting. Targeting is the real key when it comes to Facebook. And because with Facebook being a social media website, Facebook actually tracks all your behavior. And I still remember a couple months ago, I actually watched a video. I forgot the name of the video, but it was very interesting. It said, internet is not free. And when that video actually goes as a comedy video, and they were basically saying how Facebook, Google, and especially Facebook tracks all your behaviors. They track your likes, they track your comments, they track what you click on, they track what you dislike, they track almost every single behavior that you are actually doing inside Facebook. But not only that, Facebook acquired with billions of dollars WhatsApp, Instagram, and all those other small apps out there into the market because if you go outside of Facebook now and go into another platform or go into other app, well, guess what? Facebook can still track exactly what you are doing. So with all those information, they actually put that all into a data center, which basically now you can actually access to it. It's their algorithm and giving you the ability to actually target the user exactly what to do. Now, if we actually look at this before the internet exists, during back then the industrial age, advertising is so much harder. And in fact, you actually have to pour so much money out in order for you to actually find your quote unquote targeted audience. So let me give you an example about how powerful Facebook can be. So 10 years ago, the only method that you could advertise is really on newspaper, radio, which you call billboards, flyers, mail outs, and all those other stuff. And when you're doing that, you're reaching a very massive network of people where small businesses or people that are starting out to build their business, they can't advertise because an insertion order, which is a contract for you to initiate the advertising, would actually cost at least $100,000 just to get started. But you won't be even able to actually target specifically to the people that you want. You will really just have to spend that money hoping that, oh, the $100,000, it will reach your target audience. But now in Facebook, it's totally different. Let's say that you are a small business owner and you own a yoga studio, okay? Now, if you own a yoga studio, obviously what you can do now is you can advertise on Facebook. And here's basically the crazy part when it comes to targeting. Let's say that your yoga studio actually got a handsome male instructor, and he's new in town and he's single. Well, obviously, if you serve an ad the typical way on a mass appeal, well, guess what? Males are going to completely rip that paper apart because they don't want their wife or girlfriend to go to the yoga studio to see a handsome, young, single man being their yoga teacher. Obviously, that's going to be a lot of waste of money. But when you use Facebook ads, you can then target, okay, that yoga studio can specifically target females that are single, that loves yoga in the demographic, in the geographic area that is surrounding the yoga studio. So that way you are literally paying for the most targeted traffic ever using the data that Facebook has acquired through their billions of dollars of investment, where advertisers like you can take advantage of. So when it really comes to Facebook, it's all about the targeting, nothing else. Targeting is really the key. You can literally, now in the supplement industry, we actually make that really funny joke. You can actually sell a bottle of crap in a supplement industry as long as you have your targeting right and you have a right sales funnel. It will sell. It will genuinely sell because the ability for you to target the audiences, those audiences are basically rabbits that are basically going to respond right away. Now, for you as a person that is starting out with Facebook ads or starting out your business or starting to become an entrepreneur, you really want to look at starting with Facebook ads and generating that traffic, that targeted traffic to your website to actually make a sale. Now, with that, there are 5 ways that you can actually generate an income with Facebook ads starting basically this month. The first one, we've talked about it for the longest time, which is e-commerce, right? For any of you that actually download Zero Up Lite, my 10-part free video training course, I taught everything about how you can actually get started right away on building our own e-commerce store, carrying basically products that you don't need to own any inventory of, and start using Facebook ads to actually sell those products and make your margin. Now, that's only method number 1. Again, if you want to learn more about it, if you guys are new to the show, you guys can go to www.zeroup.co/free-course. Okay, that's the URL. It's absolutely free. You can download it and start building your e-commerce business. So that's step number 1. And I know the majority of you guys already have Zero Up Lite. Method number 2 is called affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is one of the most lucrative advertising form when you start as an internet entrepreneur. Now, the reason why it's a very lucrative business is because you're basically making money out of thin air. You don't have to create your product. You don't have to create basically collect payment or any of those other stuff or handle customer inquiry. All you really do is build a website with content. All right, that's very important. To be compliant with Facebook, you need a full website with content, and we will go deeper into this in our next coming shows, because this month we're going to all talk about Facebook. Then you want to create an opt-in page. Now, what an opt-in page is simply you giving something away for free, like a free report, like a free ebook, a free mini course in exchange for an email address. And then at that point, when someone gives you their email address, you simply serve them an affiliate offer to actually promote an affiliate offer that you do not own. And usually these affiliate offers can be, but majority, I should say, are digital products. And sometimes it can't be tangible products if you are working with what we call a CPA network, a cost per acquisition network. So these are basically companies that put a product up and they give you a commission for every single sale that you actually refer. So affiliate marketing is actually great, because at the end of the day, once you acquire the email address from the customer, well, guess what? You can actually, or from a prospect, I should say, what you can do is you can start sending a lot more emails to those people where you keep asking them to buy products that you don't own, all right, that you don't do any customer service on, that you don't handle any payment. You're basically making a commission of anywhere from 50% all the way to 75% and make that margin in between and basically pay for your advertising, pay for your bills, and really generate your business online. So that's number 2, affiliate marketing. Number 3, the third method is called digital publishing. Now, for those of you who have been following Zero Up is a digital publishing course. We have a course, we have a software. We integrated both together. So with that, you basically can create your own course to actually sell online. Now, the number one marketplace that anyone can start is really ClickBank. So when it comes to, let's say, course creation and digital publishing with Facebook ads, here's an analogy that you can actually take and use and figure out. Let's say that you love playing guitars. You're a pro at guitar. And some point in time, you basically were a guitar teacher, right? You're trying to get local students to actually teach them about guitars, to actually learn about guitars, and to show them how to play a guitar. Well, what you can do now is very simple. You can actually simply, like what I'm doing right now, get a webcam and record your guitar sections. When you record your guitar sections, then you can actually create what we call now a digital course. You're publishing digitally. So you don't have to actually send them the book. You don't have to send the course. They download it online or they log in it into a members area. Now with Facebook, what you can do is very simple. You can advertise to people that are interested in guitars at a specific age range. So let's say that if a person that really wants to learn a guitar, they're what? They're kids, right? They're people that are from the age of like, I don't know, let's say the age of 5 all the way to 12 is the prime time for anyone to learn music. So you can actually target moms that like guitars, or moms that like a rock band, or moms that like the Beatles or something, and basically serve them an ad when these moms have a kid that ranges from 5 years old to 12 years old. So the targeting capability on Facebook will give you the ability to do this. So you can actually really narrow down your audience for those that will most likely respond to your guitar ad on you teaching guitar. And then from there, you can actually build a business on digital publishing. Now, there's a lot of things that you can cover about digital publishing. And today I'm only listing the 5 in a very, very hierarchy format on telling you what it is. Number 4, okay, so we talked about e-commerce, we talked about affiliate marketing, and we talked about digital publishing. The 4th is something that a lot of people actually don't even consider, which I think you should seriously really consider about doing this, is creating your own agency. A lot of companies now, small businesses, mom and pop shops, retail businesses that are just down the street, listen, they value and they understand the importance of Facebook and having presence on Facebook, running Facebook ads. They know how important it is. But as a mom and pop shop and as a local company, a small local company, they don't have the manpower to actually figure out Facebook and to actually consistently every single day be accountable on running ads or to be maintaining their Facebook page. So this sparks an opportunity for those who are going to actually learn everything ins and outs about Facebook to create your own agency. You can charge these local mom and pop shops $500 a month, right? And you spend on the $500, take $100 out for advertising, and you basically maintain for Facebook page. I can virtually guarantee you and promise you that mom and pop shops will pay $500 a month to get some ads up on Facebook ads and to actually get their Facebook presence up and running. And for you, it's not going to take a lot of time once you're able to master Facebook to maintain your Facebook page and ads. I can tell you it's going to take roughly half an hour a day. That's it. But if you do the math, okay, half an hour a day, that means that in 5 days, half an hour, you're not going to work weekends. You're only going to work on weekdays. That's 2.5 hours a week. Multiply by 4. That's basically 10 hours. So you're being paid almost $50 an hour just to maintain one Facebook account. That's it. Well, guess what you can do? Make it like a job. Make it like an agency. Go out and find more. At the end of the day, you'll be finding yourself making $50 an hour. Even without a college degree or without a doctorate degree, you're making $50 an hour just simply leveraging Facebook and helping small businesses, local businesses, or mom and pop businesses to simply run Facebook ads and to maintain their campaign. Like, this is the most easiest job. Now, obviously, you want to start small as an agency business, but as you grow, what you can actually do is go after bigger companies and bigger companies that have large budget. And when that happens, you can actually charge a percentage on top of the ad spend that they agreed with. So let's say that if they say, well, I'm a large company, let's say back then in BMW, they give me a budget of over $80,000 a month for some advertising form, and I simply just charge 20% on top as an administration fee. $80,000, 20% on top. That's like $16,000 a month just running campaigns. And guess what? That is great money, right? $16,000 a month. So a lot of people actually don't really look at the agency side of the business, but if you can actually master Facebook, you can run your agency business with just Facebook. Now, if you really want to grow, then you can go master Bing, you can go master Google, and to really build your own agency business, create a sales team, and build from there. That's how I actually grew my agency company to over 7 figures. Back then when I had my agency company, I used the internet, okay? I used Google advertising. I used Facebook advertising to get accounts with my agent and to really build my agency portfolio and build a 7-figure business by running agency business. So these are the things that you can actually do that a lot of people are blindfolded. They thought that, well, running Facebook ad, I have to sell products. You don't. You can just be the middleman, be the person that handles all the work right in between and make the cut. All right. So that's like completely hands off. Now, the one downfall about agency, and I'll be very honest with you that I personally do not like, is dealing with clients. So you got to educate them on what you're doing. You got to give them reports, yada, yada, yada. But listen, right? If you're starting out making $50 an hour, that's a lot of money. Let's be realistic, right? $50 an hour, that's a lot of money. Especially if you don't have a doctorate degree or if you don't have any college degree, just to get out of the get-go, and you can actually start building a business with agency. Now, that's the 4th. The 5th one is even more interesting, okay? A lot of people would not have imagined that this method worked. Now, I haven't gone through this method myself, but I have experienced this method before. So what this method is completely called lead generation. A lot of companies right now, especially in the United States, they are more than happy to actually pay you or buy leads off of you. If you look at US in general, there are so many car insurance companies. And you know what? Car insurance company pour in millions and millions of dollars into advertising. They pour it into ads, TV commercials, YouTube, Facebook, etc., because they make a very great return back. In fact, a lot of times, these car insurance companies actually pay people or companies based on per lead. So they will list out the requirement. So let's say that if it is a car insurance company, they're going to say, okay, I need the person's year of birth, their year of the car, model of the car, their name, their phone number, and their email address. So 6 form, okay? 6 items. If that person, whatever they did on your landing page, filled out that 6 information, what you can do is you can then sell that lead to the car insurance company, and they pay you at least $15 to $20. So that's why at times when you're online, even on Facebook, you'll see ads that really say, are you getting the cheapest car insurance quote, or get a free car insurance quote, or get a free credit score now. Like, these stuff is basically a bait. You fill all the information, you think that you're going to get something for free, and guess what? Your leads are being sold to someone else. Like credit score, a big one. Credit score is a huge one. People pay a lot of money for credit scores. Like, banks pay a lot of money for these leads. So they know that if they have a good credit score and they're interested in the loan, guess what? These banks are going to get these leads and call these up. Another really big one that you can think about is structuring a deal. Now, this is really building a business. This is more complicated, but this is something, an idea that you can actually use. What you can also do is create a website that is all about cars, okay? That's all about cars. Then what you do is you create a landing page, or you actually use Facebook lead ads to actually acquire this information. And you want to look for people that are in market for a car, okay? So your ad can basically say, your Facebook ad can really say, target people that likes BMW. And you can basically target them and say, are you looking for a brand new 5 Series? Do you want the best price possible on your lease payment? Fill your information and we'll get you the cheapest cost possible. Well, guess what? At that point, you know that a person's interested in a BMW. You know their contact information, like their name, their email, or their phone number. Guess what? Now you have that lead information. You can actually go and strike a deal with a salesperson at a BMW dealership. These salespeople, if you refer them a sale on an acquisition of a new car, you get paid a referral fee. And the referral fee can be all the way up to $300. And guess what? You use Facebook ad to acquire the lead. You give the lead to that BMW salesperson and tell the person to follow up with him. And imagine if you yourself have all the brands and create a funnel where you basically say, we'll get you the cheapest price possible, yada, yada, yada. Guess what? People will opt in. And if they buy, there's your $300 per lead right there. So these are the things that you can actually do. Now, these are basically 3-5 methods that works really well. There are other methods that's coming up. And this month, okay, I'm inviting 2 7-figure experts that's going to actually show 2 more methods on how you can use Facebook to actually generate an income online. Now, it's outside on the 5 that I've been talking about, but here's what's going to be happening. In this month, we're going to do a lot of video training and we're going to do a lot of workshops. What's going to happen is that, number 1, I will be posting majority or all of my video training about Facebook in my YouTube channel. The first video that I'm going to release is I'm going to go more in depth in the 5 methods that you can use Facebook to generate an income online. We will touch briefly about e-commerce again. We will talk about affiliate marketing, how it works, how it looks like, the targeting, how it looks like. We will talk about digital publishing. We'll talk about building your own agency. And we'll also talk about the last one, which I talked about, which is lead generation. Now, on top of that, what I'm also going to be doing, and I'm trying to hold myself accountable for this, is that this month, every Friday, that's what I'm aiming to hit for, so you guys can watch it over the weekend. Once I release the first video about the methods, you can decide what method you want to choose. And then in the next video series, and I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-part video series. 1 is choosing your business. Number 2 is going to be how to set up your Facebook ads. All right, how to set up your Facebook ads. These stuff are usually what I sold for like thousands of dollars as a course. I'm going to talk about it in this upcoming video that I will be releasing on the second part. The third part is how to optimize and how to scale up your Facebook ads. So this is a 3-part video series that I'm going to be recording just for you guys so you guys can learn more about Facebook. And this month in our Ask Fred Lam section, obviously I'll spill the beans a little bit more on what the video is going to be coming out about on basically Friday. All right. How many of you are excited? Put a 1 in the question box if you guys are excited. I see a lot of you guys are telling me, Fred, you are a genius. All right. I got a lot of people giving me a 1 and being me excited right now. So on top of these video trainings, listen, at the end of the day, I'm not an expert at every single thing. I always admit it. And a lot of people say I'm just too kind or generous to say that too humble. Yes, thank you, Isidore. Isidore got the number. Too humble to mention it, but I honestly don't know everything. So I know there are 2 more methods to generate an income online with Facebook. One of them is called click arbitrage, and the next one is basically called the fan page system. So in there, I'm actually going to invite 2 experts this month to talk about more on how you can actually use Facebook to simply generate income online outside of the 5 that I know that really works. There are definitely more, and I want an expert to be here to actually show you guys all that. Does that sound cool? Give me a 2 in the question box if you guys are, if that's what you guys are looking forward to. And my goal here is obviously to do everything that I can to make you guys learn the most out of it. And I'll be honest, every single week we have like several hundred people in here in the show, and it's absolutely amazing right now. All right, got a lot of people giving me comments right now. So anyways, I'm going to stop right now here on kickstarting the 5 methods. If you guys want to learn more about the 5 methods, again, I'm going to hold myself accountable to get a full video training done, to go more in depth, showing you guys landing pages, ideas on what you can actually do, and put it in my YouTube channel. So make sure, okay, you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to learn everything about Facebook. I'm going to basically spill the beans and do what people would actually charge a lot of money to actually teach Facebook. I'm just going to flat out give it to you guys because I just want to see your success. And one of my mission is to inspire 100,000 people in the next 12 months to really create their business online and to be financially independent. And that's what I want to do. So a lot of people are asking me about my YouTube link. So let me put it into the question box right now. It's www.youtube.com/c/Fred Lam. So I just sent it to you guys so you guys can actually go there. I'm going to keep posting a lot more videos in there in my YouTube channel. I'm planning on really taking YouTube seriously. After Facebook, I think we're going to do a series on Bing. We're going to talk about Google. We're going to talk about a lot of cool stuff moving forward. And again, these are anything that's on YouTube, obviously, is absolutely free. You don't have to pay for it. And I don't even have ads up on Facebook at the same time. All right. So if that sounds fair, let me hold you guys accountable. When I'm getting these 7-figure experts on to talk about the other 2 methods on how to actually generate an income online with Facebook, put an 8 in the question box if you will actually sign up and look for the link, for the registration link, okay? I believe I can get a hold of someone next week. I got to confirm all the details. So make sure, okay? Make sure you open every single email that I send you guys, okay? All these emails that I send you guys contains valuable information and basically workshops that are very private that I have to twist some arms to actually get these people on. All right, I got a lot of 8s right now. Amazing. Amazing. All right, great. Love it. Oh, I love what Carol just said. Fred, you rock. Seriously appreciate your genuine heart. I've seen too many money-grabbing self-proclaimed guru. I'm happy that I invest in Zero Up. Now, at the end of the day, that's what I'm all about. I'm here to actually help. I'm not here to actually just basically sell you programs. to sell you my course, to sell you my software and leave you alone. That's not what I'm not. That's what I hate. Then that's what I'm not about. I'm here to make sure that I do as many of these webinars, these Q&A sections, these shows for you guys, so you guys can learn, and things that I genuinely believe that can be free, I'll make it as free as possible. And moving forward from there. All right. So with that, let's move ahead and go and answer some questions first, because obviously we have a ton of people asking questions right now, and we actually have people that are 30 minutes. Okay, I'm not kidding you, and I would have to give you guys self a pat on the back, like Gillies, David, Eduardo, William, David, Trisha. Like, these guys are here right before I even open the doors to the show. And I would have to say, good job, guys. That's amazing. So with that, again, like I said earlier, all these questions are answered at a first come, first serve basis. So the earlier you get on, the faster you put in your question, the more I can answer. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and go through some questions right now. So David said that, Fred, last week you mentioned about you're going to record the videos for iPro leads. Yes, my apology. I have been sick last week right after the show. If you've been following my, if you have been following in my email list, I've actually talked about it. I got really, really sick last week. I was in bed for like 2 days. I hardly really got any work done. I came in for meetings and that's about it. So I didn't do a lot of stuff. But this week I feel so much better, like so much better, so much better. So that's why I'm here, and I will get that done as soon as possible. Okay, David? Next question, Eduardo. Good evening, Fred. I hope you're having an amazing day so far as you. Would you recommend an app or program to search products that have high sales? Great question. Here are 2 places that I highly recommend you to use to look for high converting products, for physical products. Number 1, go to Google and type in Amazon best sellers. Okay, this link is not available on Amazon's website. You have to specifically Google it. In there, you're going to see the movers and shakers, the newcomers, and what the top 30 products is within each niche. And I can virtually guarantee you that you will at least find several products on there that is available on AliExpress. Okay, when it is a best-selling item on Amazon, well, guess what? It will sell. You just have to find the right targeting for it. The second method is called watchcount.com. And I was actually showing one of my team members a run through. We're doing actually some product analysis earlier today. And we found, and I'm not kidding you, okay, in watchcount.com, we found a tripwire offer that exceed over $1 million in sales. I'm not kidding you. Go check out that website. These 2 websites are the best for you to actually go find products. Listen, trust me on that part. That's all you need, because you want other people to tell you if that product sells or not. All right. Next question, William. Do you have any recommendation for my website? The website is 2merchandisers.com. All right. So I'm going to go into my browser right now and I'm going to look at it. Oh, I like it. I like it. So you're selling pet stuff, dog owner, dog care. I'm liking it. So here is my suggestion to you when you're selling a product. Let's say that if you have a product, I'm going to just randomly choose one right now. Dog care, dog owner. Let's see, dog outfit, dog owner, dog care, dog accessories. All right, let's say that I'm looking for a collar right now, and one of your collars, the adjustable gold adjustable dog crystal necklace collar pearl. One of the doggy there, I believe, I don't know what kind of dog this is. Okay, I'm bad at dogs. So let's say that if you're advertising a pet accessories product, what I would suggest you to do is that the image of the product, the first image of the product, should match the targeting that you are targeting in Facebook. So let's say that you're trying to sell the crystal collar, and that crystal collar, the image is on a pug. then guess what? Advertise that to pug lovers, because when they go to the landing page and saw that pugs are wearing that that collar, chances are they will take action right away. So that's what you want to think. Let me tell you this word: relevancy. When the user saw an ad, they're a pug lover. They saw an ad with a pug having a crystal collar on, and then they click on the ad and goes to your landing page, and it talks about the pug with the collar and actually asking for a sale. Well, because from the interest to the ad to the landing page, they're all connected. They're all relevant. That's how you can build a high conversion rate product page. All right. So I hope that helps you out. But all in all, William, that page looks right. It looks nice. All right. David said, by the way, I'm learning tons from you. Super grateful. Great. Thank you. All right. So we got Trisha asking a very long question. She said, thank you so much for doing these sections with us. Your tips and guidance are exceptionally valuable. Thank you. First question. I am in Canada too. On Shopify, if you set automatically add customers to your email list, customer agrees to receive promotional emails by default, does that comply with Canadian CASL rules? So let me say that for a fact. I don't know. That's a very good question. Majority of my companies are in US, registered in US, so it doesn't really comply with the CASL. But when it comes to the CASL, if Shopify gives you this function, I believe that they have lawyers that went through that is possible and is allowed. Because Shopify is a Canadian company too. So with that, I think it's going to be okay. All right. Your second question regarding the provided product image through AliExpress. I think in a section you said you would confirm the image are copyright free of use or actually from the vendor. Should you do that for? Okay. So what I meant for copyright images is when if you actually go find an image on Google. And when you're using images, what I've kind of talked about is sometimes when there's an image with a logo on it, that is from your vendor, remove it. Okay, just remove it, blur it out, etc., etc. You can actually use any image that is provided by AliExpress because technically they know that you're just reselling the product, which is absolutely going to be fine, and nothing wrong with that. Okay. Gills ask, here are why we do 50 free plus shipping. Okay. I don't get what that question. Here there are why do we need 50 free plus shipping? You don't really need. Oh, the 50 free plus shipping only basically means that if a person actually went to your website and they went bananas and bought 50 products, well, you're charging $9.95 each. You want to make sure that you have, like, you will have one-offs that basically add in like 50 products that they wanted to check out because they see it's free. So you still want to make sure that you charge $9.95 each. So that's why. Okay, 50 is around the ballpark. Your next question is, how do you know which vendor belonged to the product we have on our site? So with Zero Up, our technology, we do that automatically. But for yourself, if you don't have Zero Up, you would actually want to create a spreadsheet and keep track of it. Okay, that's the typical way. Third, the return address, is it better to put the store name? Yes. Number 4, on AliExpress, a lot of vendors have free shipping. How does customer know it is free? Thank you. So when it comes to shipping on AliExpress, make sure it is e-packet. Very important. Make sure it's e-packet. And it doesn't matter if the vendor is giving you free shipping or not. You're making the margin in between. Your customer don't know where they're buying it, how much you're buying it. And at the end of the day, they don't care. They just want the product. And you yourself, your goal is just to make the money. All right. So I hope that answered your question. Farid said, hi, Fred. Good to see you again. Good to see you here too. All right. Farid asked, my first question is Facebook ads. Where should ad link goes to? A product page, collection page, blog post, landing page? LOL. Product page. Go to a product page right away if you're selling a physical product. Okay. Especially for e-commerce. Go after that. Amit said that, please forgive me. I have to go to another meeting right now. That is absolutely fine. I forgive you. All right. Frank asked a question. When first starting out, what is our best method for testing the market and getting the most of our ad spend? How many campaigns? How many ad sets per campaign? How many ad sets? It is my understanding one campaign for each tripwire, multiply 100 plus asset per campaign, one ad per asset. Frank, if you're doing that, you're spending 500 freaking bucks a day. So don't do that. Here's what I use. I would normally set up 3 different products for 3 different campaigns. Okay, so it's multiples of 3. From the 3 campaign, each of the campaign will have 3 assets. Each assets will be $5. Okay, now each of the assets goes after different targeting, so I know what targeting works and what targeting doesn't work. Then from there, from under each asset, I would actually run 3 different ads. Okay, so it's basically cascading downs of 3, multiples of 3, I should say. So by me doing this, with the 3 campaigns, I know which product is going to sell or not sell based on running only for 24 to 48 hours. Number 2, I know which targeting is going to work and which targeting is not going to work in 24 to 48 hours. Number 3, I know which ad creative or in general, if the product even works or not with 3 different ad, and 3 different ad has 3 different images. So you're really testing it at a super rapid pace because your goal is to test fast. The faster you found your golden product that converts on Facebook, the faster you're going to scale your business. And that's the beauty about Facebook ads, is because you get data in less than several hours. And that's what you want to actually utilize. Okay. The Manny said, hey, Fred, just want to tell you, you are the F word man. All right, great. Awesome. Thank you. Everything from Broham. Cool. All right. Frank asked another question. Do you follow up with people that like or share your Facebook ads? We don't. We do comment though. When someone comment, we try to comment back our feedback. That's what we would do. Steven asks, newbie question. There's no newbie questions here, okay? How do I handle returns? Which address do I provide in my commerce site for the returns? So here's my rule of thumb when it comes to return. If the product cost is less than $20, I would just tell the customer to keep the product. When they hear that you're going to refund their money and you tell them to keep the product as a gift, they're going to become an advocate buyers of your product. Like they're going to say, wow, I can't imagine, like I can't believe I just experienced one of the best shopping experiences ever. I'm going to come back to this website and keep buying because this is a legitimate company. Secondly, if the cost of goods is higher than $20, I would have it ship it back to your address. It can be your home. It can be a local postal office. So you basically have a collection of all what we call refurbished products, and you can do a liquid sale or a blowout sale on your website and then sell it out and have a sale and sell it back out and make your money back. So that's what I would do. So Steven's second question is, do I provide them with number, or is it okay not to have the contact number on the commerce site? So I'll be honest, you don't really need a number on your site, but let's face the reality and face the truth. If you're shopping on a website and you can't even find a phone number, do you feel comfortable on buying the product? So that's a question that I want to leave to you. You can answer that question yourself. If it's a yes, then guess what? You can just leave up your number. If your answer is a no, then having a number there is obviously making your store more legitimate. Okay? Next question by Randy. And you know what, guys? Just to let you know, I'm still answering questions that are sent to me before we start the section. Like, we start at 8, and I'm still at 7:52 p.m. for all the questions right now. So that's why you have to get on early to actually ask me these questions. All right, Randy asks, hi, Fred. I know that creating a fan page will allow my ads to show in the newsfeed. Yes, that's correct. But what about fan page itself? If I lead my clients directly to my Shopify store for my ad, then what is the purpose of the fan page then? Well, it's just a requirement that Facebook needs. And with a fan page, you will have what we call social presence. That's the reason why. Your next question is, should I lead my clients to my fan page? So what I sometimes do with my fan page is when I send an email blast to my database, I say, hey, I just wrote a post. You can go check it on my Facebook page. So that's something that you can do. Is there any advantage of a client to see my fan page? Presence, social presence, and showing activity and engagement. That's what it is. We're now in a different age or a different era when it comes to shopping online and when we're dealing with customers. They love social activity. So if you're able to show social presence, it actually does really good. Your last question is, there's another question I would like to ask. What is the purpose of creating a business account? So when you're creating a business account, you're creating something called a business manager account within Facebook. It will allow you to have multiple ad accounts. Okay, that is the true power, multiple ad accounts. So when you decide to run more companies, when you run more e-commerce store, well, guess what? You're not restricted with just one ad account. You can actually have multiple ad accounts right now. All right. Next question by Isidore. Some parts of the orders in AliExpress are fulfilled automatically, others are not. They need to be fulfilled manually. How do I make sure parts of the order are not left behind or fulfilled twice? Isidore, my answer to you is keep a spreadsheet running. All right. Darlene asks, hi Fred, having trouble with interest for my Facebook Flex ads when the product is generic. Okay, so without me reading the remaining of the stuff, if you're advertising a generic product, please ditch it right now and not to fight to find the targeting. Generic product is very hard to sell. It's like near impossible to sell. You can if you have a large budget, but I don't suggest you go through that route, okay? Bagel, I'm feeling excellent today. I'm feeling really great. Thanks for asking. Let's see. So Osman asks, what's the best way to control your cash flow? Look at your balance sheet. How much money you have in your bank, how much liability you have, how much asset you have. You need to make sure you are a master at balance sheets, okay? That's the number one thing that I can tell you. Hi, Fred. Can you please review the key attributes of a successful tripwire product? Also, if we are a bestseller to our golden product, will if already be overexposed, therefore will attract less interest? No, at the end of the day, that's a wrong perception to have. When you found a best-selling product, it will always be a best-selling product because the demand is always there. It's just like doing a Google search, right? Every day, there are different people that search for the closest pizza shop. It's not going to be the same people. So it's never going to get saturated, okay? So the key attributes is I let data tell me the story all the time. I literally let Facebook ads tell me if it is a key product or not. That's what I use. Todd said, Fred. All right, great. You know what? I'm actually on Facebook. No, not on Facebook. On Google Drive. On YouTube at the same time right now. And I know that for a fact that last time there were actually questions from YouTube, from people that are actually watching from YouTube. And I'm actually going there right now to see if I can actually see some questions. Oh, I see a lot of questions right now. All right, so it's lots of engagement there. Awesome. It's just a lot of engagement there. So not really specific questions. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So I'm going to go back into my GoToWebinar to answer questions. So next question is from Diego. Diego said, my question today are, if I open an e-commerce business, am I considered already a business for the law and taxation purposes? So yes, you are, because yes, you are, but you're basically running a company, a business as a sole proprietorship. So it's just a personal income kind of thing. You don't have to actually go to the Chamber of Commerce and to go through all those stuff. You can do it as a sole proprietorship, which is doing it like its job. All right. Your second question is, could you go a little bit more in depth about the order fulfillment, how it works, how to manage it, if there's a smart way to be done, outsourcing? So Diego, I'll be honest with you. We have Zero Up, which automates the entire fulfillment process. But if you don't have it, what you have to do is to actually, once you got an order, go to AliExpress, put in your customer's information, pay with your credit card, then have the vendor ship the product directly to your customer. That's how the flow is. Okay? There's nothing to be scared about. Because I just saw that. Because I am scared of that. if you start an online store at Shopify, then if you're hopefully receiving many orders, then you get stuck and overwhelmed and lose a lot of time in order fulfillment. P.S. Miguel Arrive, one of your brand ambassadors, Italian by chance? Yes, he is an Italian. He's from Italy, Rome, Italy. Yes, Rome. That's where he is from. He is an Italian, a true Italian, I think. So yeah, with his name like called Miguel I can never pronounce his name properly. I hope he's not listening right now, and I feel so bad each time that happens. But yeah, he is from Italy. All right. So when you're getting a lot of orders today, I would suggest you go and really check out Zero Up. The technology that my team and I actually built, and it's really phenomenal right now. All right. Osman asks, do you recommend getting a virtual assistant to do all the modules, Facebook ads, etc.? My answer to you is absolutely no. Don't do it. Facebook ads is the core of any business right now. If a virtual assistant can run your Facebook ads, they can run their own business. Why on earth are they going to just make a small retainer and do this for you? Right? So just basically being very upfront with you on that. Vance asks, where are the recording for this to be found, Fred? It is actually in my YouTube channel. It is in my YouTube channel. Todd asks, can you talk about what it was like to meet Robert Kiyosaki? What do you learn from him? What was he like? So I actually mentioned a little bit about it last week in episode 3. It was amazing. Like I would say, he was a person, well, he is a person that I always looked up to when I first started my business. And I say for a fact that I couldn't believe that I was in the same room with him, spending time with him, talking to him, chatting together, laughing together, and having video interviews together. It was an amazing experience. So if there's one big takeaway that I learned, and I actually learned this from my business coach before too, that he always hound me on, is stop using the word try. And anyone here, this is very important. Do not say I'm going to try, I will try, and I try to do this, because try basically implies in your head that you may not even do it, or you think it's not going to work. When you try to do something, it means that you yourself are not even confident on making an accomplishment. So I still remember when I was actually in the video interview, it was during the video interview, I said the word try so many times. And each time I said it, Robert was like, stop, not try, choose. Stop using the word try. Don't use the word try, okay? You need to change your language and change your mindset. And I know that, and that reminded me exactly what my business mentor said to me, is like, start using the word choose. Because when you say you choose to do something, or when you choose to do that, or you choose to say that, then you're basically in your mind, you are going to do it. You're not questioning it. You're not going to think, is it going to work or is it not going to work? And one of the most important things that you have to understand is it's all about mindset. A successful person versus a non-successful person is, again, mindset and the choice of language and what you are going to be using. So one of the biggest takeaways is really using the word now I'm like going after choose and not try, just like choose, and try to eliminate myself away from using the word try right now. All right. So going back to the questions, where did we left off? All right. So finally, I'm at like 503 right now for questions. Osman asks, I don't have a Facebook dedicated business page. Do I have to mature it before I send traffic? No, you don't. You can send traffic to a brand new Facebook page, and that's absolutely fine. Sarah has 2 questions. I found that using one broad targeting per interest group for flex targeting doesn't work for me. Does it work if I use several precise keywords for flex? Yes, you can. You don't have to go broad. You can use precise. Number 2, if an ad is having likes but no sale, and I want to try a different target audience, should I make an amendment to the existing asset? No, do not make amendment to the existing asset. Create a new asset. But if you're getting a lot of likes and no sales, here are 2 things that you want to take a look. 1, is your ad directly selling the product, or is it just a viral post that you actually promoted? That makes a big difference. Number 2, are you getting a lot of abandoned carts? If you're getting a lot of abandoned carts, then that means that the perceived value of the product is not there. Okay, and obviously you want to make sure that you have the one at play with your abandonment protector to actually acquire those back. All right. Let's see. I'm just going through all the questions right now. Well, these are like all the engagement posts that we had right now. And I'm just going down. Yes, Leeds Tunnel is up to date, Dennis. Let's see. AJ said, man, I've never heard those 2 Facebook methods. Thanks for the notice. That's great. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hanson asked, can you post affiliate links on Facebook? No, do not do it. In fact, if you're actually promoting something on JVZoo, Facebook actually banned JVZoo link. So please don't. Do not do it. Do not direct link. It just doesn't work. I love the note that AJ just dropped here. I love all the note that you guys give me. You know, I'm actually reading every single comment in the questions box. And AJ said, awesome, Fred. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Your generosity will be known by many in the days ahead. Thank you. Obviously, now I'm really on a mission to help as much as I can and to help you guys out. Dean asked, so Dean asked me for Zero Up link. I'm just going to send it to her privately because, again, I'm not selling anything in these shows. I'm here to just give you guys information. So I just genuinely sent her a text right there. Moses asked, what happened with Kala page? What Kala page? I'm not sure what Kala page you're talking about. Ray, if I make a mistake in Facebook ad, is there a way to go back after I start to edit or correct it? Yes, there is. When you want to edit an ad that you want to correct, simply go into your ads manager, click on the campaign, the name of the campaign, click on the asset, and click on the ad itself. Once you click on that, you'll see your ad on the right-hand corner of the screen. Or it should be right here or here, right-hand, yeah. Your right-hand corner of the screen. And then you'll see a pencil button. Click on the pencil button and you can edit it, all right? Vicky said, hi, Fred. Looks like you're fully recovered, so that's good. Thank you. Anyway, I heard Zero Up from Onyx and Gall, from Onyx and Gall. Now I decided to sign up Zero Up program. What site should I use so I can give credit to Onyx? All right, so I'm going to send it off to you right now. And yes, you will get access to the Dynasty Club. Let me send you the link right now for Onyx. Here you go. I just sent it to you, Vicky. And I look forward to seeing you inside. All right. Crazy Color page. I'm not sure. I don't own Crazy Color, Moses, so I'm not sure. Okay. Juliet asked me about Zero Up link as well. How many of you want to see more about like Zero Up? It seems like a lot of you actually never really heard about the full Zero Up. Give me a 1 in the question box if you guys want me to drop the link in the questions box about Zero Up, and you guys can actually watch a replay of a webinar that I did that filled out a lot of content and then sold the software and the training. Okay, so again, I'm asking your guys' consent because I promised that this Ask Fred Lam show never sell a product. So I'm asking you guys consent first. Okay, so I'm going to drop a link down in here. If you guys wanted to check out the replay video of the webinar and the workshop and what the program is about, I just dropped it on there and you guys can actually take a look yourself, okay? Again, I'm not selling you guys anything. I'm just asking for your guys' consent on these stuff. All right, so we have a lot of questions and we are reaching the top of the hour very, very soon. Let me see. Let me answer 3 more questions, okay? I'm going to answer 3 more questions, and I need to go back to where the questions are. Kelly asks, how do you set up the sidebar on Facebook? So the sidebar on Facebook, if you talk about ads, that's called the desktop right column. I don't suggest you to use it. It costs a lot more money. So I genuinely do not suggest you to use it, okay? Anna asked the websites area, watch count, and what? The other website is Google. You go to www.google.com and search for Amazon best seller, okay? Amazon best seller. That's what you want to search for. All right, let's take a look at one more question. So yeah, a lot of people are asking me that question. I just figured it out. Victoria asked, Fred, do we put out the ad on Facebook directly or use business manager account? So you actually create the ad in your ads manager account. Your business manager owns your ads manager account. That's what it is, okay? And you do it through the ads manager account, and that's what you do. All right, so we have reached the top of the hour. I really wanted to ask you guys, how many of you guys enjoyed this section? Put a big yes in the question box if you guys loved this section, because I literally talked about the 5 methods that you can actually build a business online with simply Facebook ads. All right, I got a lot of yeses. I love it. I love it. I love it. So here's what's going to happen. All right, I'm going to hold myself accountable this week to record a video training to talk more in depth about the 5 ways to actually generate an income with Facebook. And I'll potentially get some screenshots and some stuff that you guys can see and make it into a full presentation. I'll upload it to YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to be the first to actually get this video training. And most importantly, please make sure, okay, you want to add Fred at startingfromzero.com into your contact, okay? So that way, whenever I send you an email, it will always be inboxed. And as you guys know, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you would agree with me, and put a 1 in the question box if you agree with me. I don't sell you things every day in your in my emails. I basically talk about the story of what is happening. I give you guys updates. You tell you guys to come to my show. I tell you guys what is you're expecting to see from me in the upcoming future. So yeah, a lot of you guys give me a 1, and that's what I think is good. I don't want to do it in a way where every day I sell you a product, which I think that's not where education really comes in play. And I value education a lot. So that's why I'm doing all these Ask Fred Lam show, doing these webinars, and doing all these stuff. So make sure, okay, you whitelist Fred at startingfromzero.com. I'm going to put it in the question box. Add Fred at startingfromzero.com to your contact list. So that way that every single time you will actually get my email in your inbox, and you guys can actually see it and go from there. All right. So with that, that's the end of today's episode. Give me a 3 in the question box if you guys are going to be here at the same time, same location, same link next week in our 5th episode. It's actually interesting. We only did 4 episodes, and I would have to say, I think I've been getting a lot of feedbacks and emails that they love this show. And I plan on doing this as much as I can to really keep you guys updated on what is going on, to actually be with you guys, be present with you guys. One of the things that I really want to do more is be present with you guys to show you that I'm still alive and I'm not dead yet, and to show you guys really the latest training and all those other stuff. All right. So with that, I look forward on seeing you guys next week. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you whitelist or add Fred at startingfromzero.com into your contacts so you can always get my emails on the latest and the greatest. And we should be having our first workshop next week with a 7-figure guest expert that talks about a different method on how you can generate an income online with Facebook outside of my 5 that I showed you today. And we will go from there. So with that, thank you for being here, guys. Put yourself on the back and make sure if you guys want your questions answered fast, please get onto this section. Save the seat earlier. Be ahead of time, because I know that the first 15 minutes, I was answering questions before we even started the show. All right. So with that being said, thank you very much. And thank you for all the love that you guys sent to me. saying that you guys, it's great to see me that I'm feeling much better. Other than that, I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.